4?
3.
No, don't do it. 2. 2. Yeah, 2. Oh,
No,
that
it's
makes
not here.
Then 3.
Go with 3.
You want it left.
4. Go with 4. Go. Can you tell us what your inference was based on the information that we gave you?
So.
So I'm going to come back to you. So listen to what everyone else says, and then I'm going to come back to you on it. Marcus, can you give us a number between 1 and 5? I'll give me a number between 1 and 5.
7.
Paloma.
Here.
Oh.
Paloma's not here.
So I'm going to stop you, Paloma, because right now I have a couple people that are talking. Be respectful. Okay, so you know what, someone else said that as well. So we're comparing Nelson Mandela to the Hunger Games, but not because he was an actor, right? So we want to think about the idea in the Hunger Games, not the fact that it was a big movie or any of that, right? So we're thinking about what happened in the Hunger Games, and we're thinking about what might have happened in Nelson Mandela's life, and comparing those two things. Okay, so keeping that in mind, I see a couple hands up, so let's go with Marcus, you're going to say that for a while. South Africa, Okay, good. So I like that DeMarcus is giving us some of the factual information that he knows about Nelson Mandela, right? So he's right, he was the president of South Africa. What else did you say? So he died yesterday. But something big did happen in 95, and we're going to get into all of that. But what I want to know is, how did what we talked about, comparing it to the Hunger Games, how can that give us an idea if we don't know as much as DeMarcus knows about Nelson Mandela, for example? Yeah.
I think Nelson Mandela, again, he stands for stand as a symbol, and
Okay.
he against cruelty.
Good. Awesome. So he stands as a symbol, right? And he's against cruelty. Beautiful. Anybody else have anything to add? No. Okay, good. So we make inferences every single day, right? We take in information and we compare it to what we already know. So the reason that we compared this, Nelson Mandela, to the Hunger Games is because most of you know who Katniss is. But when I walked in the room this morning, a lot of you may have no idea who Nelson Mandela is, or you might have heard his name before, but you don't really know what he did. Okay? So because he died yesterday, today is a National Day of Mourning. So because we're living through a moment in history, I wanted to take some time to educate you very briefly about Nelson Mandela so that you can understand why we are having a National Day of Mourning today. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a super cheesy vocabulary. You guys know how I feel about vocabulary and how much I love it. But it gives a really nice overview on what he did. And then if we have time at the end of class, we're going to watch a short biography about him so you can get a little bit more information. If we don't get to it today, we'll definitely get to it on Monday. But I wanted to at least give you a brief overview on him so you guys can ask your parents about him.
Wait, what?
So this is Nelson Mandela. Here's a picture of him.
No, he don't. He looks like that guy that comes out in red. Yes, he does.
In South Africa, in a remote town,
Far from the cities you know well. Born in poverty, Mandela was poor. No meat and sweets that they couldn't afford. Resources were meager, they didn't have many. But had a lot of love in a big family. The story goes on, it is chronological. The first to go to school, that's hard to do. He was a hard-working student, diligent with the books. Some white people on the street giving the looks. Here's the context. See the background now. Colonial Dutch ruled South Africa. The whole country at this time was divided along race lines. Apartheid. So blacks were the majority, more than half, but couldn't vote. And that's some bad man. So Mandela was treated with prejudice. People didn't like him even before they met him. His loyalty, allegiance was to freedom. But his college kicked him out like we don't need him. This caused a generated a feeling in his soul. When the dream was held back, it just might blow. The hatred was just an obstacle. Something in his way, but it's not impossible.